to the Colorado Buffs. We're excited to be joined by head coach Jesse Maloney, who enters his 10th season leading the Colorado Buffaloes with 3 NCAA
And now let's welcome the University of Colorado, the head coach of the women's volleyball team, and of course the women's volleyball player from the University of Colorado Buffaloes. And of course, I know we watched this yesterday, but we didn't get a chance to capture them. We're kind of pretty busy, that's all.
Key returner for the Buffs. Lily was consistent
and of course,
last season, tallying just over 400
let's
kills,
just
posting double-digit kills in 24 matches, and she brings a lot of
listen in to what they both have to say.
Coach, Lily,
we'll start
so much for joining us here today.
from there.
Thanks for having us.
Well, Coach, last season you had your ups and downs, but your team showed flashes of real potential. What were your biggest takeaways from the 2024 season, and how have you continued to build upon that heading into this year?
Let's listen in.
Yeah, last year,
her name is.
We were just a little young. We had a lot.
Her name is Lily DeWinell, and she's the pan position on her women's volleyball team.
Like you said,
that's nice.
Of the team that we wanted to be, and definitely some learning experience as well. So, yeah, we're trying to get a little bit older and a little bit better this season.
Coach, with 5 of those 7 starters returning, what has been your focus in this offseason?
We've been trying to get better at everything, to be honest. Certainly need to be a little bit better offensively than we were a year ago. Pass and defend a little bit better. Really working on everything we can to try to squeeze out some extra points. We had a lot of matches that we were in and we lost after 20, so just trying to get a little bit more consistent.
Lily, it's different now. Hey, you're a junior upperclassman, so this has been a few years of this team being the young one. You spent a lot of time on the floor. Now that you're the upperclassman, how does that feel to have a little bit of a surrounding team to support you? What's your thought process has been and your mindset coming into this season?
Sign up.
Yeah, I think it's super exciting to get into a new season. It's a blank slate.
A day after.
I'm really excited to see
a
how
day after a
plays.
train white game.
As you said, we're returning 5 of our starters, so just to really work on that consistency and getting to play together more, and also developing newer players. And yeah, I'm just super excited to get the season started.
I want to ask both of you this question. As your first year in the Big 12 a season ago, what were your takeaways from that, and what were your thoughts on the Big 12?
We came from the Pac-12, which obviously an elite volleyball conference, and I didn't really think there was any letdown in the Big 12, to be honest. The top end of the conference was super competitive, and the bottom end, was as well. So it was a really good, year from a competitive standpoint. I thought from top to bottom. Getting used to the new venues and the new players and all that kind of stuff was a little bit of a challenge, but it was a challenge for everybody in the league.
Lily, and for you, same question. What are you thinking about the Big 12?
Yeah, obviously last season we walked into every game and we knew it was going to be a challenge no matter who we were playing. So the same thing, the competition is not let down at all. But it'll also be good to going into this year. We're more familiar with what it's like and the teams will play. And so yeah, I think it'll just be more comfortable all around going into the season.
With every practice, there's only certain things you can work on. I'm wondering what the thought process was. 9 5-set matches last season. That's a lot of learning. So what did you guys change, and how are you stronger after coming off of that process? You did win 6 of those, I will say. So you are better in those, but that's a lot of volleyball, and I'm sure you want to take away some things to work on for this season.
Yeah, a lot of those 5-setters were early in the year for us. So, like you said, more opportunities to play volleyball and more opportunities for us to get better. So, obviously, there's a couple matches every year that you either lose or you go 5 when you feel like you could have closed it out in 3 or 4, and those are things that we work on every day to get just a little bit better and feel like we can play our best when the chips are down and when we're under a lot of pressure. I think we showed our age a couple times last year, and like you said, that's not an excuse this year. We got a lot of upperclassmen now.
Well, Coach, you returned 5 starters, a lot of experience coming in. How important is that, especially in the middle and on the pins for this team? And how are you relying on that, especially going into this preseason?
Yeah, I mean, we return 4 attackers, our top 4 attackers, and so that feels good. I think, we feel comfortable with what we're doing from a practice standpoint. We're not having to kind of learn everything as we go. We're kind of, our juniors and seniors are teaching the young kids instead of being taught as well. So that's been nice. And it's just nice to have a large portion of what you're doing. You can what you're going to get, and what you can count on day in and day out.
Lily, I know you've had a lot of open gyms this summer, also weight room sessions, and as a veteran, I'm sure you're talking to the newcomers and everyone else about just personal goals and team goals for this season. So what is one team goal that y'all have really locked in for this upcoming season?
Yeah, I think our main goal for this season is to get to the NCAA tournament. We didn't make it the last 2 years, so I think we're all really hungry for that, and we're going to work really hard this season to achieve that.
Well, and Coach Mahoney, you've spent a lot of your career and life in Colorado, and what is it like to play in that state, and how have you seen the game change around you?
I've been really lucky, having grown up in Colorado and coached at Colorado State, Denver, and now here. So, it's been a lot of fun. The level of volleyball in Colorado just gets better year in and year out. The collegiate level is fantastic with, Colorado State and us in Northern Colorado battling it out every year. And so, it's definitely been a blessing.
Now, Lily, I know Coach is sitting right next to you, but tell us more about what it's like to play for Coach Jesse Mahoney. Don't hold back here. Is there anything that he does that's funny that you guys like to joke around about? Give us a little more insight in playing for Coach.
I think the best thing about playing for Coach is just his calmness on the court. Obviously, no one likes to be screamed at all the time, and so just having that balanced and calm presence all the time, and to learn from that, like trying to grow as a leader myself, I think that's a great trait to have, and to learn from that firsthand. I mean, I couldn't change it if I wanted to. I think it's just a really good person to look up to and to have guide our team, and yeah.
And Lily, we'll give you your flowers here too. Coach, what does it really mean to you, and what are some of your favorite experiences or moments that you've had with Lily?
Well, Lily's, I always say a great kid. She's not a great, she's a young woman. She's grown up so much in the last couple years. Works hard every day, has battled through injury that you don't necessarily see because she always plays, even when she's struggling physically. And she's kind of a quiet kid, but you can see like the thought bubble, when things are tough, you can see how much it grates on her and how competitive she is. And I love having her as a leader for this program because she gets after it every day.
Well, I'm looking ahead to this season. What are matches that you're looking forward to, both preseason and then in conference, and places that you're excited to play and battle?
You want to take this one though?
I'd say for me, definitely preseason Colorado State. We had kind of that in-state rivalry going on, so those games are always just super high energy and super fun. And then going into actual season, honestly, I don't know. There's a lot of different places we're going to this year, so that'll be fun because just playing in new gyms, playing new teams is super exciting. But I'd probably say I always like going to Arizona, and I like their atmosphere and their gym, so yeah, I like Arizona.
Well, head coach Jesse Mahoney and Lily Dwinell, thank you so much for joining us here today. We are excited to see what the Buffs can do this season and look forward to watching you out on the court.
Thank you very much. Go Buffs.
All right, ladies, coming up.